Okay, in this lab exercise, we're going to create a function that multiplies two numbers. Okay, so this time you have to create a function that multiplies two numbers and return, okay, very important, return the result. Your function must not contain a print statement. It must multiply the numbers given and return the result of, it must multiply the numbers given and return the result to the calling program code. Write Python code that tests your function by calling it with two numbers and printing the result. Okay, so we need to keep in mind that our multiply by two numbers function must not have a print function inside of it. Okay, so as always, we're going to start by defining our function first. Okay, so I'm going to say def. I'm going to call this function multiply. And remember, this multiply function is going to take in two parameters. Okay, so I'll call this num1 and num2. Great. Always remember that parameters are when you're defining your functions, arguments are when you're calling or invoking the function. And so I want to return num1 times num2. Okay? And that the data type for this function is now going to be an integer, right? If we was to use the print function, our function is not going to have any data type. Okay, so we want to lock or assign a data type or return value to this function. Okay, and so we want to test our function by actually invoking it or calling it. And so we're going to say multiply, and our multiply function call is going to take in two arguments. So I want to know what is 3 times, let's go with 5. What is 3 times 5? And so if I run my program, nothing is going to show up to the screen because we didn't use our function call, right? We don't want to use that function call inside of the multiply definition, but we could actually use it when we're invoking our function. So I'm going to wrap my multiply function call inside of a print statement, okay? So now when I run this, it's going to tell me that 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, let's test it with different values. Let's go 100 times, let's go 83. So 100 times 83 is 8300, okay? And that is lab exercise multiply two numbers.